What's going on, y'all? This your boy Slick 50 back with another episode of Ring Rest, the boxing show for the average consumer, the average watcher, the average fan. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Today, you see the title, we're gonna talk about that Mike Tyson Roy Jones, which was good to me, and we're gonna talk about Nate Ryan. We're just gonna talk about the whole Triller pay-per-view. I mean, to me, it was dope. It was ecstatic. But before we get into that, shout out to everybody who came through and all my overseas people who come through every time I do a boxing commentary. I mean, we be kicking it big. So anytime you see me go live and this is on, it says commentary, just come through and hang out and watch the fight with your boy. I don't stream the fight, but I'm saying if you're watching the fight, come hang out with your boy. We can chat and talk about what's going on and so forth. Now, what happened to me was I got YouTube shut my video down and took my video down because somebody, I want to say, not in the chat. It could have been someone in the chat, or it could have been somebody who was just ghost watching, but got me shut down. It's all good because I should know better. I should stuck to my guns. I don't show the fight. I show highlights, maybe if that, and it was some little tricks they showed me, some MacGyver stuff I tried, and that's ultimately what got me hemmed up. So I'm gonna still do my live commentaries. I'm just not doing no MacGyver stuff no more. You did. So I assume all responsibility on that for a fact. All right. So that's just me changing these mic levels. There we go. So I'm not mad at it. It's all good. We gained some subscribers. I got some nice comments. Shout out to everybody with the nice comments and said, they like my reactions and everything. So I'm not trying to keep y'all too long. So first and foremost, we're going to skip the first fight that happened. It was an action-packed fight. All the fights was action-packed. Even Badu Jack fight was action. You know what I'm saying? But the second fight, the lightweight fight with Segway, Ortiz versus Segway. Let me tell you something. That boy Ortiz, I got him pulled up. I told you, if you was watching if you one of the people that was on my commentary, you heard me tell my brother, write that name down. Anybody I think that's special, I follow them. I mean, found Earl Spence before y'all even saw him on TV. I followed Terrence Bud Crawford. I followed all the prospects that I feel is dope. And this prospect right here, his name is Jermaine Ortiz. I believe his nickname was the Technician. His record is 14 and 8 knockouts, probably 9 knockouts now, 8 or 9 knockouts, because I don't know if they updated BoxRec yet, but I immediately went and looked him up. And he's only been boxing for 4 years. The boy is technically sound, natural with it. That's what, if you want to know what made me want to follow him, it wasn't that it was how he beat up old boy, but was old boy a viable opponent? Don't know, but I tell you this, I look at the mechanics of a boxer, and he was very technically sound. Anything Segway, A, B, C, and D, trust me, they threw the whole toolbox at this cat, and he figured him out. That is beautiful, bro. Because the point of boxing is hit and don't get hit. I mean, we all want to see a scrap, but the point of boxing is hit, don't get hit. And this boy is gonna be nice. His frame looked like he may end up going up in weight. He's lightweight now, but his frame looked like, I don't know, he might not be able to hold that weight down, but we'll see. We'll see. Shout out to Victor Ortiz for his win. I'm talking about, check him out on YouTube. I'm pretty sure his highlights of him on YouTube of that fight. All right. Moving along to Badu Jack Warrior. I can't remember the dude's name. I don't want to mess his name, but it was Mick something. And it looked like he was a viable opponent for Badu Jack. But Badu Jack just got the weapon on this man. And I forgot whoever said it on a commentator. He said, man, that wasn't a fight. He said that was a great fight. He said, man, that was a good ass whooping. He gave him an ass whooping. And he wasn't lying. Badu Jack, 8 rounds. Now, somebody asked me too, why all the rounds 8? Because every fight was 8 rounds. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know. I looked the rules up, but I don't know why it was 8 rounds. I don't know if all the fights were for charity like Mike Tyson's was. I have no idea. But Triller did a great job, though. They did a great job. Like I say, Badu Jack looked nice out there. I can't wait to see him in a 12-round bout again. Because if you know who Badu Jack is, he's a straight warrior. Had his whole head split where you see his skull and kept going. I'm talking about straight warrior. Straight warrior. And, I think that fight ended up being a draw. I could be wrong. He might end up losing, but I know he felt like he got cheated. That I do know, and he left that division. But nevertheless, shout out to Battle Jack on his win, man. Boy, this next fight, Nate. Boy, you had all of us looking like, bruh. Nate got knocked down 3 times, but in fairness, that was a shot behind the head. If you look at the replays, the first angle to show you look like it's behind the ear, but when they show behind their head and it connects, it actually hits him like, you know, you got the hook in the back of your head, below the hook and partial of the neck. It's hard to come back from that. So to be fair, he wasn't lying when he said he got hit in the back of the head. He just didn't recover from that. You know, it was his first fight. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul had some fights on his belt, so I think 4. You know what I'm saying? Well, that was his 4th. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? And I don't know what Nate was doing. I just know I just kept looking like, what is going on and why? What what is the problem? Why are you running and swinging? What is this? Grabbing him like he was going, like he was just like, oh, I'm finna tackle this cat, and then he ended up getting thrown on the ground. Like, what is? I didn't get that. It was crazy. It was crazy, dude. Dude was like acting like the matador and dropped him. Like I said, 3 times, and the third time was a charm. He did not get up. He was slept. His face took a dirt nap. I was like, oh my God. Then Snoop took the show. He started singing. You hear me? He said, oh Lord. We say, oh Lord, come hold my hand and help me stand up. Something. He started singing the old gospel hymn. Boy, let me tell you something about Snoop. Out of all the concerts, they had people who came out perform their music or whatnot. Snoop's his stuff is timeless, but it still was better than everybody's stuff up there. That's just me though. I'm gonna be honest with you. French Montana was up there. I forget old boy that had to cut black and yellow. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Wiz Khalifa. There was some cat with a pink jacket. Like, I don't know. Snoop came out there being himself, and I think that's what made it dope. He had a blunt of draw in his hand, you know what I'm saying, and was doing this thing. Then he ended up commentating. I'm talking about him commentating was hilarious. It was hilarious, dude. I would love to see him in the NBA game just talking mad shit. And then it was a part where they was commentating, right? And the whole time, he was Sugar Ray Leonard, Murrow, I think it's Romero. I think I can't never say his name right. And then the guy was in UFC. The whole time, Snoop was sitting by Sugar Ray, but they didn't have it on. They weren't showing Snoop, but they accidentally did. Snoop the whole time, his elbows out, he looking down. You know what he was doing over there. Then they heard him got up off of him. Man, after that dude was over there rolling up, Snoop real one, man. Snoop crazy as heck, dog. But then we move on to that Roy Jones fight. Oh my God, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. Did I like the fight? I loved the fight. It was dope. It was better than what I thought it was gonna be. Mike punches wasn't as crisp as he was as like when he was young. But he has an excuse. Well, he really don't have excuse except age for that. But for the matter, his punches still hurt. Because the first time he hit Roy in the ribs, Roy was like, oh no. We not doing this tonight. And then Roy didn't start picking up to about the 6th round, so hitting him with them 2 pieces from the hip. You know what I'm saying? Whatnot. But I tell you this, after the first round, Roy was tired. He was walking to the corner like an old man chasing his grandkids the whole day and mad, telling his daughter come get them kids. I'm talking about he was hurting. He was sweating bullets. Mike hadn't broke a sweat the whole fight. Like Mike looked like he could keep going, bro. It was just crazy. And Mike throwing them punches and bad intentions. I'm talking about he had me. Woo! Woo! He had me. If you saw my commentary, you was laughing because I'm talking about the punches Mike was throwing. I was scared for Roy. And I know Snoop was going for Roy, but dude, let me tell you something. If that uppercuts and them combinations would have landed, thank God Roy Jones' head movement ain't slow. His hands have got slower, but that head movement still fast. Because if he would have caught that, he'd have been night-night. Night-night is a fact. And I was just astonished that he really still hits that hard. Like, my dude came in them little shorts he wore in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, I was rolling. Like, did he just walk out in these shorts, bruh? I was mad because I wasn't mad, but I was wish he would came up to that Tupac song, man. Ambitious as a Rider. but the version that was written for him, that would have been so dope, bro. Uh, I think Roy came out with a new rendition of "You Must Have Forgot." It sounded like "You Must Have Forgot," but had another beat to it or something. You know what I'm saying? But in the day, overall, it was a great fight. Was it some big pivotal points? Yes, like I said, Mike missing some of them combinations that Mike just start sticking to the body, sticking it to him, and you know what I'm saying? I liked it. It went to full 8. It ended up being a draw. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like Mike won the fight, but it's charity though. They both, and I kind of think they knew it was because they had 2 belts made. Like they got a picture with both of them with a belt. Like I don't know. Who knows? But I do like Mike for being 100% real at the end of it. He said that he realized as a champ he didn't know nothing because all he would do was go in and knock you out. He didn't really have no skills, so he was trying to show people that he had skills. Being a boxer, he wanted to give a show. So we kind of figured it out because if you're a Mike Tyson fan, if he would have came over the top on Roy, he would have got Roy. But he never threw an overhand right. He never did. He threw one hook. He threw one leaping hook, and after that, he didn't throw another leaping hook like his patented leaping hook. He never did it. He never did it after that, and he never threw overhand. So I believe what he's saying. He held true to that. Like he just didn't want to be no instantaneous knockout. So shout out to him. But the fight overall, do I feel Mike was robbed? If you want to say robbed and it's a charity, I guess you can say robbed. If it was not a charity, I'd be like, oh, he got robbed. But it was for charity, man. I ain't tripping off that. You know what I'm saying? It was entertaining nonetheless. Triller did a great job. Like I said, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but this was an entertaining pay-per-view for $50. For $50, you couldn't beat it. You couldn't beat that with a stick. Every fight was entertaining. They had music for all the ages. Like it was dope. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I ain't trying to keep y'all, but moving along, Mike was high during the fight, and I want to bet a lot of people don't know because we know a lot of us don't like to read. So, in the post interview, a reporter asked him and said about smoking. He said Tyson was asked about smoking before the match. He said absolutely yes. He said he even smoked another before meeting the press corps at the Staples Center. This is what Mike says. Listen, I can't stop smoking, said Tyson, who was fighting his first bout in 14 years. I smoke during the fights. During fights, I just have to smoke. I'm sorry, I'm a smoker. I smoke every day. I'll never stop smoking. Right? And this is a trip. Then he goes into saying, it's just who I am. Tyson said, it has no effect on me from a negative standpoint. It's just what I do and how I am and how I'm going to die. There's no explanation. There's no beginning. There's no end. Dude, shout out to Mike Tyson, bro, for real. And then he goes on to say it just numbs me. But the point is, he didn't hide nothing. My dude was straight high. So if he was high while he was fighting Mike Tyson, bruh, I'm going to end it right there. Just think on that. Bruh, he was high in there. High. And y'all already know Mike smoked that good. Man. And I'm in it with this, though. Snoop stole the show and he said, man, look like 2 of my uncles fighting. My grandma told grandma come get her sons. Talking about one time I was going to the backyard, I'm tired of this. He killed me with that, dog. He killed it with that. That was funny. Nevertheless, man, this your boy Slick 50 back with an episode of Ring Rust, my post reaction to the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Triller pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this show is for the average Joe, the average consumer, and the average fan. You ask why? You know it all's know it all. I'm trying to make boxing big, so I want to talk to those fans and not the ring rust off of them. You understand me? Let's keep it going. This is your boy Slick 50. Let's get up out of here. 1.